Well-known text is a text markup language for representing vector geometry objects on a map, spatial reference systems of spatial objects and transformations between spatial reference systems. A binary equivalent, known as well-known binary, is used to transfer and store the same information on databases, such as PostGIS, Microsoft SQL Server and DB2. The formats were originally defined by the Open Geospatial Consortium and described in their simple feature access and coordinate transformation service specifications. The current standard definition is in the ISO IEC 13249-3 2011 standard, Information Technology, Database Languages, SQL Multimedia and Application Packages, Part 3, Spatial. Geometric objects. In total, there are 18 distinct geometric objects that can be represented: geometry, point, multi-point, line string, multi-line string, polygon, multi-polygon, triangle, circular string, curve, multi-curve, compound curve, curve polygon, surface, multi-surface, polyhedral surface, TIN, geometry collection. Coordinates for geometries may be 2D, 3D, 4D with an M value that is part of a linear referencing system, or 2D with an M value. Three-dimensional geometries are designated by a Z after the geometry type, and geometries with a linear referencing system have an M after the geometry type. Empty geometries which contain no coordinates can be specified by using the symbol empty after the type name. WKT geometries are used throughout OGC specifications and are present in applications that implement these specifications. For example, PostGIS contains functions that can convert geometries to and from a WKT representation, making them human-readable. It's useful to note that the OGC standard definition requires a polygon to be topologically closed. It also states that if the exterior linear ring of a polygon is defined in a counterclockwise direction, it will be seen from the top. Any interior linear rings should be defined in opposite fashion compared to the exterior ring, in this case, clockwise. The following are some other examples of geometric WKT strings. Well-known binary representations are typically shown in hexadecimal strings. The first byte indicates the byte order for the data, 00 big endian, 01 a little endian. The second part is an integer for the geometry type, as described below. Each data type has a unique data structure, such as the number of points or linear rings, followed by coordinates in double precision floating point format. For example, the geometry point, 2.04.0 is represented as 000001401400000000000, where 1 byte integer 00 or 0, big endian, 4 byte integer 0000001 or 1, point, 8 byte float 4000000000 or 2.0x coordinate, 8 byte float 4010000000 or 4.0y coordinate. Transformations. A WKT format is defined to describe the transformation methods and parameters used to convert coordinates between two different spatial reference systems. Below are two examples of WKT transformation descriptions. Are DBMS engines that provide support: PostgreSQL with PostGIS Module 2.0, Oracle Spatial 9i, 10G, 11G, MySQL since 4.1, MariaDB, all versions, IBM DB2 LUW9, 10 with Spatial Extender, IBM DB2 for ZOS 9, 10 with Spatial support, IBM Netezza with Netezza Spatial, IBM Informix 9, 10, 11 with Spatial Datablade module, Microsoft SQL Server 2008, 2008-02, 2012, 2014, Spatialite, Teradata 6.1, 6.2, 12, 13, Angra Geospatial, Ultibase 5X, SQL Anywhere 12, SAP HANA SP07. SP08, H2 since 1.3.173, APIs that provide support, JTS Topology Suite, Net Topology Suite, OpenLayers, OpenScales, GDAL, Shapely, C Shapely documentation and Shapely in PyPy. GeoPHP, Boost C++ libraries, C Geometry IO WKT headers, PGWF parses WKT with regular expressions, PaskDis a PEG parser from WKT to Python dictionaries, GEOS, WKB decoder WKB parser, protocols that provide support, GeoSPARQL, Atlas mapping software that provides support, Nunaliite participatory Atlas creation and data management framework, variations, EWKT and EWKB a Euro extended well-known text binary a Euro a PostGIS specific format that includes the spatial reference system identifier and up to 4 ordinate values. For example, SRID equals 4326. Minus 44.360.1 to locate a longitude-latitude coordinate using the WGS84 reference coordinate system. AGF text a Euro Autodesk geometry format a Euro an extension to OGC standard, to include curved elements. Most notably used in Map Guide. See also, Simple Features, Geography Markup Language, References. See the OGC implementation specification for geographic information, simple feature access, section 6.1.11.1 http, www.opengeospatial.org, well-known text format, MySQL documentation, H2 create spatial index documentation, https, github PostGIS 2.1.0 GMS.txt, http, PostGIS ORGSTGIM from EWKT-HTML, http, www.osgeo.org Guide 2.0 DCO/group AGF text HTM, external links, coordinate transformation service specification, simple feature access specification, OGR projection tutorial, spatial reference system well-known text format, WKB format, ISO spatial standard, BNF notation of WKT, EBNF notation of WKT.